Alexa, tell me about words per minute.
Here's the Wikipedia article on words per minute. Words per minute, commonly abbreviated WPM, is a measure of words processed in a minute, often used as a measurement of the speed of typing, reading, or Morse code sending and receiving. Would you like me to keep reading?
Yes!
Section 2, Alphanumeric Entry. Since the length or duration of words is clearly variable, for the purpose of measurement of text entry, the definition of each word is often standardized to be 5 characters or keystrokes long in English, including spaces and punctuation. For example, under such a method applied to plain English text, the phrase "I run" counts as 1 word, but rhinoceros and let's talk would both count as 2. Would you like me to continue?
Yes.
Carrot et al. Found that one study of average computer users in 1999, the average rate for transcription was 32.5 words per minute and 19.0 words per minute for composition. In the same study, when the group was divided into fast, moderate, and slow groups, the average speeds were 40 WPM, 35 WPM, and 23 WPM, respectively. Would you like me to continue?
Yes.
With the onset of the era of desktop computers, fast typing skills became much more widespread. Would you like me to continue?
Yes.
With the onset of the era of desktop computers, fast typing skills became much more widespread. Would you like me to keep reading?
Yes.
An average professional typist types usually in speeds of 50 to 80 WPM, while some positions can require 80 to 95, and some advanced typists work at speeds above 120 WPM. Two-finger typists, sometimes also referred to as hunt and peck typists, commonly reach sustained speeds of about 37 WPM for memorized text and 27 WPM when copying text, but in bursts may be able to reach much higher speeds. From the 1920s through the 1970s, typing speed was an important secretarial qualification, and typing contests were popular and often publicized by typewriter companies as promotional tools. Would you like me to keep reading?
Yeah.
Section 3, Stenotype. Stenotype keyboards enable the trained user to input text as fast as 226 WPM or faster at very high accuracy for an extended period of time, which is sufficient for real-time activities, such as court reporting or closed captioning. While dropout rates are very high in some cases, only 10% or even fewer graduate Stenotype students are usually able to reach speeds of 100 to 120 WPM within 6 months, which is faster than most alphanumeric typists. Guinness World Records gives 360 WPM with 97.23% accuracy as the highest achieved speed using a stenotype. Would you like me to keep reading?
Yes.
Section 4, Numeric Entry. The numeric entry or 10-key speed is a measure of one's ability to manipulate the numeric keypad found on most modern separate computer keyboards. It is used to measure speed for jobs, such as data entry of number information on items such as remittance advice, bills, or checks, as deposited to lock boxes. It is measured in keystrokes per hour. Many jobs require a certain kilometer per hour, often 8,000 or 10,000. Would you like me to continue?
Yes.
Section 5, Handwriting. For an adult population, the average speed of copying is 40 letters per minute, with the range from a minimum of 26 to a maximum of 113 letters per minute. Would you like me to keep reading?
Yes.
A study of police interview records showed that the highest speed fell in the range 120 to 155 characters per minute, the highest possible limit being 190 characters per minute. Would you like me to continue?
Yes.
According to various studies, the speed of handwriting of 3 to 7 graders varies from 25 to 94 letters per minute. Would you like me to continue?
Yeah.
Using stenography methods, this rate increases greatly. Handwriting speeds up to 350 words per minute have been achieved in shorthand competitions. Would you like me to keep reading?
Yes.
Section 6, Reading and Comprehension. Words per minute is a common metric for assessing reading speed and is often used in the context of remedial skills evaluation, as well as in the context of speed reading, where it is a controversial measure of reading performance. Would you like me to continue?
Yes.
A word in this context is the same as in the context of speech. Would you like me to continue?
Yes.
Research done in 2012 measured the speed at which subjects read a text aloud and found the average speed across 17 different languages to be 184 plus or minus 29 WPM or 863 plus or minus 234 characters per minute. However, for the languages that use the Latin or Cyrillic alphabets, the number of WPM varied, as low as 161 plus or minus 18 for Finnish, and as high as 228 plus or minus 30 for English. The reason for this is different word structures in each language. However, the number of characters per minute tends to be around 1,000 for all the tested languages. For the tested Asian languages that use particular writing systems, these numbers are lower. Would you like me to continue?
Yeah.
Scientific studies have demonstrated that reading, defined here as capturing and decoding all the words on every page, faster than 900 WPM, is not feasible given the limits set by the anatomy of the eye. Would you like me to continue?
Yeah.
While proofreading materials, people are able to read English at 200 WPM on paper and 180 WPM on a monitor. Those numbers from Ziefel 1998 are for studies that used monitors prior to 1992. See Noyes and Garland 2008 for a modern tech view of equivalence. Would you like me to keep reading?
Yeah.
Section 7, Speech and Listening. Audiobooks are recommended to be 150 to 160 words per minute, which is the range that people comfortably hear and vocalize words. Would you like me to keep reading?
Yeah.
Slide presentations tend to be closer to 100 to 125 WPM for a comfortable pace. Auctioneers can speak at about 250 WPM, and the fastest speaking policy debaters speak from 350 to over 500 words per minute. Internet speech calculators show that various things influence words per minute, including nervousness. Would you like me to continue?
Yes. Yeah.
John Mosqueda Jr. was listed in Guinness World Records, for a time, as the world's fastest speaker, being able to talk at 586 WPM. He has since been surpassed by Steve Woodmore, who achieved a rate of 637 WPM. Would you like me to continue?
Yes.
Section 8, Sign Language. In the realm of American Sign Language, the American Sign Language University specifies a cutoff proficiency for students who clock a signing speed of 110 to 130 WPM. Would you like me to keep reading?
Yes.
Section 9, Morse Code. Morse code uses variable length sequences of short and long duration signals to represent source information. For example, sequences for the letter K and numeral 2 are respectively and. This variability complicates the measurement of Morse code speed rated in words per minute. Using telegram messages, the average English word length is about 5 characters, each averaging 5.124 dot durations or baud. Spacing between words should also be considered, being 7 dot durations in the USA and 5 in British territories. So the average British Telegraph word was 30.67 dot times. So the baud rate of a Morse code is /60 times word per minute rate. Would you like me to keep reading?
Yeah.
It is standard practice to use 2 different such standard words to measure Morse code speeds in words per minute. The standard words are Paris and Codex. In Morse code, Paris has 50 dot durations, while Codex has 60. Would you like me to keep reading?
Yeah.
Although many countries no longer require it for licensing, Morse is still widely used by amateur radio operators. Experienced hams routinely send Morse at 20 words per minute, using manually operated hand telegraph keys. Enthusiasts such as members of the CW Operators Club routinely send and receive Morse code at speeds up to 60 WPM. The upper limit for Morse operators attempting to write down Morse code received by ear using paper and pencil is roughly 20 WPM. Many skilled Morse code operators can receive Morse code by ear mentally without writing down the information at speeds up to 70 WPM. To write down the Morse code information manually at speeds higher than 20 WPM, it is usual for the operators to use a typewriter or computer keyboard to enable higher speed copying. Would you like me to keep reading?
Yes.
In the United States, a commercial radio telegraph operator's license is still issued, although there is almost no demand for it, since for long-distance communication ships now use the satellite-based Global Maritime Distress and Safety System. Besides a written examination, proficiency at receiving Morse at 20 WPM plain language and 16 WPM in code groups must be demonstrated. Would you like me to keep reading? High-speed telegraphy contests are still held. The fastest Morse code operator was Theodore Roosevelt McElroy, copying at 75.6 WPM, using a typewriter at the 1939 World Championship. That's all I have on this topic from Wikipedia.